We're live now.
All right. What's up, everybody? Tim Collins here, TC Strength and Conditioning.
Small Guy Promotions coming to you live. TC Strength and Conditioning. Tim Collins, the owner. So I said in 2018, my focus would be on making sure to meet with local people that I see, whether it be a business owner, an artist, a nonprofit organization, whatever it is. I'm going to start doing live videos to spotlight individuals out in the community doing good things. We got Tim up today. Tim and I met last year. When was that?
Yeah, it was sometime last year. I remember Brandon Ryan from Adaptive Self-Defense Methods came over for a seminar, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And we were doing some drills. I believe we were working on some takedowns, and
yeah, it was a couple different things.
I was struggling really bad because that was my first time actually being exposed to any type of self-defense techniques, and man, you did a really good job helping out the group. So I appreciated that. You even put me in a chokehold and almost made me go to sleep. So that was cool.
You know, it was new. The actual self-defense side of it was new to me. I had been doing jiu-jitsu for a bit, but the self-defense side, there was a lot of different things that Brandon and Courtney were showing us in the group. So it was pretty good stuff. I actually sent Brandon a text today to ask if he would be interested in being one of the guests on one of our shows. So,
awesome. He's a smart man. He does a really good job with his training.
Yeah. I saw he just got a new stripe yesterday on his blue belt. So he's at a different dojo now, but he's still continuing. That's probably never going to change. His family, that's like their way of life. That's what they do. So, Brandon, if you're watching, if you tune in later, hello, what's up, man? How you doing?
All right.
You're responsible for Tim and I knowing each other, but it sounds like we might actually have a circle of people that we know in common. So, did you go to Bellevue or anything, or
for
Bellevue East,
for
Bellevue
high school?
West?
No, I actually graduated from Omaha North.
Okay.
I spent 3 years at Northwest High School, then my senior year right in the middle, and it's a long story. Not going to get into that, but I transferred to Omaha North, and that's where I graduated from.
Okay.
But I still consider myself a Husky, though.
All right, because I noticed like Gerard Hunter was one of the people that liked my post saying that I was going to go live with you. I was like, oh man, we got a few people in common. So
yeah, we go to the same church.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool. See, I always say small Omaha, so that's what it's about. But yeah, let's get down to the bare bones of what we're here for today. So through our connection last year, you know how it is. You meet someone in real life, you start to follow them on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, Twitter. So I followed Tim after the session that we had last year, and I've just been kind of keeping up with what's been going on with him and what he's doing with all of his people that he has come in, all of his clients. He always posts videos of encouragement, not only of himself and what he's doing in the gym, but with his clients as well, showing their progress from where they started at to, you know, their goals, and actually them hitting their goals in some of the videos. So, number one, I mean, I know that you like to work out. Like, did you always know that you wanted to do like the fitness and personal training type of thing, or how did that?
No, that's actually a really good question. Most people don't know this about me, but growing up, I struggled with, you know, my weight, and you know that's essentially what got me into the profession today. Like when I got to about 7th grade was when I started to make a change for myself. Like I just got tired of people picking on me, making fun of me, calling me fat boy, and all these different things. So I decided to do something about it. I just watched my dad work out in the gym. He used to do push-ups and weightlifting and all those things. I pretty much just mimicked what he did to the best of my ability from watching him. And you know, the weight, it started coming off, and my mom was really big on making like these wholesome meals like macaroni and fried chicken, and I decided, okay, if I really want to get healthy, I need to, you know, make some changes with how I eat.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things too that I'm glad that you brought up. A lot of times, especially this time of the year where you have your people who are doing their New Year's resolutions and things like that, maybe they haven't actually had any history in like nutrition and like working out and fitness, so they don't really know how to attack it. And sometimes they get maybe discouraged when they do it on their own because they're like, I'm going to the gym 4, 5, 6 days a week and I'm seeing some small changes, but overall, like I'm not losing the weight that I want or getting the muscle that I want, and it's that nutrition. Like nutrition is,
sure.
I always hear it's like 80% of the battle.
It is. It is.
And I've seen you make videos making shakes and things like that. So
right.
How do you communicate that and get the average client who's coming in who doesn't know anything about that? How do you get them on board with that and to understand that, hey, it's more than just coming here and working out with me. You got to do it on your own time as well with the nutrition side of things.
I believe most people understand what it takes in regards to their nutrition to lose weight and improve their performance and just overall better their health. It all comes down to the desire. Most people in the beginning go from eating all these unhealthy foods to just having fruits and vegetables every day. That's a really tough transition. Initially. So what you really have to focus on as a coach is understanding what people are willing to do initially. Maybe in the beginning you focus on let's get more fruits, let's get a little more vegetables into your diet. I know you maybe have a hard time with eating cake and ice cream and all that stuff because it's probably some of your favorite foods. But let's focus on, in the beginning, adding some healthier foods into your diet, and then we'll work on eliminating some of those things that you probably don't need that much of later.
Okay. So, and I know nowadays with technology, we have things like MyFitnessPal, like all these trackable apps that not only help you with your activity levels. I've got a Gear Fit. Smartwatches are the thing.
Right.
You can do your step goals and things like that, just activity goals. Say you want to be active. My goal every day is to be active at least 90 minutes. And that just is throughout the day, whether it's walking or actually taking time and going to the dojo or whatever. But there's a lot of different things. Calories, I know I used to, probably back in like 2012 or so, I used to use MyFitnessPal, that app.
Sure.
And it was a great tool to use because I guess it makes you feel like you have to be accountable when you're using that. Do you offer or do you tell clients that they should maybe pick something up like that so they can focus on those calories that they're taking in and burning?
I always tell people, take advantage of any opportunity that's going to put you in the best position to succeed with working towards your goals. For some people, having that available is an awesome accountability piece, while others, they may not necessarily need it. You just have to figure out a system that's going to be the best for you, something that you can stick with for a long period of time. If that means wearing one of those watches, go for it. If you don't, and that's okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Yeah, I feel like I just want to, the reason that I wear the watch, because I want to know where I'm at. Like sometimes if you're not doing this and you're not necessarily going to the gym every day, but maybe you've been out like hiking or just whatever it is, or just maybe you went for a jog or you went shopping and you got a bunch of steps in. I want to know where I stack up against previous days and how I'm progressing and how I feel and things like that. And it's also a little motivator too. If
Sure.
You can set little. They have challenges, monthly challenges that you can enter, and they have like a 200,000 step goal, and then you're competing with all these other people who are doing it also. So that's kind of a motivation too. If you need that, there's a lot of different places that you can find that motivation. Do you see a big change in the turnout of people, like around the beginning of the year and then the summertime? Does it kind of fall off a little bit, or like?
Yeah, it usually does, because I feel like in the beginning, like the first of the year, people tend to set these huge expectations for themselves, and most of the time it's not very reasonable. And then you set a goal to lose 20, 30 pounds in the course of 3 to 4 weeks. That's not going to be realistic. So what happens if you're putting all that work into this thing, right? And then it doesn't happen in 3 to 4 weeks. You get frustrated, then you stop doing it.
Right.
So instead of that, maybe we set a goal, just do 1 to 2 pounds a week and start making some lifestyle changes. And then, over the course of 60 days, 90 days, leading all the way up to a year, you're going to see some positive improvements with how you look, feel, your energy, all those things.
Right, and that's what I was going to say too. Like, normally, sometimes you'll have a week where especially when you're first starting out, you might drop a big number here and there.
Right.
Usually, on a healthy average, it's usually going to be about 1 to 2 pounds a week if you're doing what you need to do. I think a lot of people, like you said, maybe they do get discouraged and burned out, or maybe some of them, if they don't know about it, they don't do the research. Maybe they're working out too much and not allowing their bodies to get back and re-energize. So is that something that you see with people as well?
Absolutely.
Going too hard?
If you're a novice trainee, someone who has very, very little experience with exercise, you don't need to be going hard every single day. If people get that mixed up, okay, if I have all this weight to lose, I need to train super hard Monday through Sunday, or even do 2 or 3 days. That's not necessary. You probably need 2 to 3 days a week.
Okay.
The big challenge with that population of people initially is going to be the nutrition. You don't need to increase the workouts. We just need to establish a foundation with getting more fat burning foods into our body that are going to give you energy and help you get the body that you desire.
Got you.
But it's not all about just working hard. It's about being efficient and taking control of what you put into your body.
Yep. And it's funny, like I read this, it's a little like a manager program that this author created. I can't remember the name of it, but it has 5 different sections. And a section that I had was about energizing. And it just talks about taking a daily self-assessment or inventory of yourself and your energy through the workday. And it's not talking about just life in general or working out, but just life in general and working for an employer or whatever. So daily, a lot of employers, it seems that they want you to be at the highest level of productivity all the time. Realistically, you can't be. They have 4 different zones. You can't be in that high performance zone all the time.
Right.
At some point, you have to be able to drop back down to the energized, low energy section, and you have to recharge your battery. And in that study that I read, it talks about for marathon runners can't run a marathon every day. You cannot, through your daily life, be in high performance every day. And some people say, oh man, if I could just make it to the weekend, or if I can make it to a vacation, or whatever. But no, you need to find that time daily to re-energize your mind and be able to be self-aware, and especially from a quality type of standpoint or a stress standpoint.
Absolutely.
You have to be able to recognize when you're at that point where you're like, okay, I've been doing this too much, too long. I need to step back and just take a breath. Just step back.
Right. Absolutely.
In regards to work, it says if you need to go and take a break, or if you need to text a friend or something and complain about something, maybe you ran into a problem and you've just been focusing on it so much that you start to not be productive when you're looking at this problem, and you just need to take a step back. And then come back to it in 10 or 15 minutes and get a new perspective on it and see if anything changes. I mean, that's got to be what fitness and working out is.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you just got to step back and just, it's okay to have a cheat day or, relax a little bit.
That goes into just maintaining balance. You don't want too much of this or too little of this. You just need to make sure you're finding a program that you can stay consistent with, that's not going to lead to burning out. Like you said, you do a marathon every day, that's going to be too much. Maybe a marathon once or twice a year, is it going to be too much? No. You just want to find some type of balance there.
Right.
With your training.
And if you're not sure how to do it yourself, you have people like Tim that you can call up and be like, hey, I need some instruction, some direction.
Right.
Can I come and see you? How does that work for your? Is it a monthly membership, or is it
Yes,
an annual?
it is. So we do personal training in group sessions as well. So now the one-on-one training is more individualized. So this person who comes in initially will sit down and discuss their goals. So I, as a coach, know what they like to focus on improving with their body. And we typically go through an assessment.
Okay.
And that just helps me understand, okay, these are our areas of strength, and then these are our areas of weaknesses. And we always target the weaknesses first because that allows this person to progress their fitness most appropriately.
Gotcha.
Most of the time, it's going to be nutrition weakness, poor flexibility and mobility. And that's another thing, people coming in to work out, they're like, okay, I got to do all these heavy lifts and crazy movements. Yeah, you allow your body to progress the way it needs to.
Right.
Sometimes that means keeping your workouts minimal, working on body weight squats, getting good at push-ups, sit-ups, pulling yourself
Basics.
up on rings. You don't get really good with the fundamentals.
Right.
And then as your body gets stronger and more mobile, then you start taking your fitness to higher degrees when you're ready, or if that's something that you're looking to do.
Right. Yeah, so don't bite off more than you can chew. Like,
Right.
It's okay to go slow and like transition into tougher things. Like, you don't have to start at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And patience is a thing that, you know, people in general have to get used to you know, playing by. Like, you can't just that instant gratification and like some of those diets that people come up with all the time. There's always some new diet that has never been,
for sure.
Yeah, like never been found, and all of a sudden it works wonders, and you can instantly drop 50 pounds, and like that's probably not where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably not the route that you want to go.
Right.
And some people might swear by that type of stuff. What I think I see often is when those types of things do come out, people just gung-ho jump on them, and maybe it works as a temporary solution, but it's not like people need to understand it's a lifestyle change.
Exactly.
It's not just you can't just do a diet. Like that's it's got to be something that you can do throughout your life. If you're going to do it for 3 months and then it ends, you know, you pay for a 3-month program. After that 3 months, what's going to happen? Can you do it on your own? You know, I don't know how often, but there's a lot of things out there like that I see people doing.
Absolutely. I just tell people, you know, when it comes to eating, variety, moderation, and balance. Yeah, you have a million types of nutrition plans. Maybe they all work. You have intermittent fasting, you got paleo diet, you got vegan diet, and all these things. It goes back to finding what works best for your body and what's going to help you maximize your workouts and get to your goals, and something that you can keep up with forever.
Right.
But we all can agree on, you know, saturated fats and sugars aren't going to be the best for you to eat all the time.
Right.
Outside of that, just find something that works well. There's not necessarily a right or a wrong. There's only different.
Right. Well, and one of the tips that I always, from back in the day when I used to always try to work out and be fit, you know, 5 days a week at the gym and reading men's health books and things like that. When you look at your plate, make sure that you have color on your plate. You have to have different colors. If everything is brown, you probably need to change something up on that plate. And I'm a victim of that. Look I eat.
Hey, you looking good though, brother. You gotta eat.
I do eat. And I do love my fruits and veggies.
Sure.
That's one thing about myself and my daughters. We do love fruits and veggies. But I'm the Omaha fatty, so I may indulge a little too much. Like I may go out and eat a little too much and need some more home cooked meals. But you know, at this point in my life, I'm comfortable where I'm at. You know, and I think a big thing, saying that comfortable, self-image is a big thing. Like I know, growing up for me, I never was like a fat kid, like a super overweight kid, but I always had the self-image that I was. Like no matter how good of shape I was in, I always had like a little gut, and I was just like, man, like I was, you know, and maybe this is something that dudes don't often like talk about. Maybe it's more seen as like a trait of women,
right?
But like just being comfortable, like going to the swimming pool or something like that. Now I'm like, man, I don't care. I love me. Like, So that's one thing that you got to do too. You got to make sure you love yourself. Yeah, love yourself first, and all that other stuff will start coming into play. So, if you have one thing to like communicate to people, like one important thing, what is the biggest thing?
I would say when you set goals, don't do it for other people. That's something I struggled with for a long period of time. You know, when I was growing up, leading all the way up, to, when I was in the 7th grade, making the change and start eating better, exercising more. I did it because, people were making fun of me and they called me all these names and it didn't make me feel good. So then I decided, okay, I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah.
But then once I reached my goals and I started feeling better, I saw some changes in how I looked and how I felt. It wasn't all about, the being motivated by other people. It was more intrinsic. I did it because I valued myself. I valued how exercise and eating healthy made me feel. And that's why to this day, it's so important to me. I want other people to understand it doesn't matter what you do in life. You could be small guy promotions, trainer like TC, strength and conditioning. You could be a cook at McDonald's, whatever. Whatever your job is, you're not going to be able to do it well if you're not healthy.
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't have used McDonald's as an example, but you guys get the point. They do have some healthier foods now on the item. They have some grilled chicken and yogurt parfaits and stuff like that. That was a bad example, guys.
It's funny that you say McDonald's though. Like some years back, I sent them an email because I had this idea. I said, you know what, man? This is when people started talking a lot about like nutrition and whatnot at the fast food restaurant level. So I sent them an email and I'm like, hey, like, you guys have, chicken nuggets.
Right.
Like, it would be great if you had like an alternative with like grilled chicken nuggets
for
people who were worried about nutrition. Mm-hmm. And like they responded back saying that since I wasn't an employee of the company, they couldn't take an idea from me.
Right.
Like whatever.
Well, your customers are what's most important, right? You just pay attention to what your customers are suggesting.
Yeah, I didn't say, hey, like you pay me for this idea. I just said, hey, I have this,
Right.
You're doing salads and all this stuff. Why don't you do some grilled chicken options?
For sure.
But that's pretty much it. So I want to give Tim a second to let you know where you can find him physically at this location and through social media. It's a busy day out there. We want to get back and do things that we got to do. So, Tim, where can they find you at? Where are we located right now?
All right. So our training facility is located at 8107 8th Street. We train out of Body Masters. We have personal training, group fitness classes. If you have any questions or would like to come in for an assessment to start working towards your goals, just leave us an email at tothetoptc@gmail.com. That's tothetoptc@gmail.com, and we'll be so excited to help you crush your goals.
And then for social media, like I know that I follow your page on Facebook and then Instagram. Are you on any other platforms as well?
Yes, we are on Instagram. If you go to our website, tctrainstrong.com, there are direct links at the bottom of the page to our Facebook and Instagram.
Cool. There you have it. Right. TC Strength and Conditioning.
All right, we're here, baby.
I would do that, but I'm not next to him.
Oh, they're right there. They're right there, bro. All right.
So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you have a great Sunday. Have fun. Remember, every day, smile, laugh. Try to help someone else smile and laugh. Spread love. That's what it is. Small Guy Promotions. All day.
All day, baby. Let's get it.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Much love.
Peace out, y'all. Yeah.